All right, now we're talking Wolverhampton Wanderers whacking Sheffield United. The blades is blunted. Mark, your Wolves.
They looked good. On one hand, I really liked what I saw. On the other hand, I hated what I saw. I liked the, with the Johnny injury, I thought their defense was pretty decent. I enjoyed on the counterattack. I thought it was pretty fierce. But there's just that kind of killer instinct that's lost. Like when they went up 2-0, they got a little sloppy, and very easily Sheffield United could have gotten back into it.
Now, you say after they went up 2-0, they got a little lazy, a little sloppy. 84 minutes. They were up 2-0 in 6 minutes.
Sure.
How do you get lazy for 84 minutes?
I don't know, but they just like the passes stopped being as crisp. People were kind of losing the ball. They were handing it back over to Sheffield, giving Sheffield the opportunity to go on counterattack.
Sheffield United.
Sheffield United, whoever it was that sent us that very lovely letter last year, Sheffield United.
It wasn't
the
lovely.
Blunts. Just call them the Blunts.
It wasn't lovely at all. She yelled at us.
She didn't yell at us. She's a nice old lady from
she's probably 25.
Minnesota.
In Leeds speak, the Sheffield United is the Blunts, and Sheffield Wednesday are the Piggies. So
neither are Sheffield.
The Piggies and the Blunts. Yeah.
Well, the Blunts were blunted.
The Blunts were blunted.
And
well, I would say it's hard to score when you have 7 or 8 men in the box. Because that's what happened. You guys went up 2-0, and then it was like, oh, everybody just hang out back here.
Yeah.
You know what, though?
They won.
It's week 1. Sheffield United's, if you keep attacking, Chris Wilder is like the tactical genius of the bottom half of the table.
Yeah.
Like, they might get something through,
Yeah, but their goalie is
park
terrible.
the bus, get the win, right? Like
their goalie's terrible.
He's
Their
like, all right,
goalie's a
7th minute,
brick.
park the bus.
That guy's like, "Arr, arr."
It's Aaron Ramsdale, he'll come through.
Ramsdale had a bad game. He's no Dean Henderson.
He's not. No, and they're going to feel that. They're going to feel it.
When you look at Sheffield United on paper, there's no one really up front that frightens me that much. I mean, I'm not. Billy Sharp and Ollie McBurney don't strike fear into me. Billy Sharp played at Leeds for a while, and I could get into that. But McBurney, I've never thought that he was that good. So they don't strike fear into me. We played them in 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're always counting on kind of their midfield to provide some goals with like Lundstrom and Fleck and Musette.
Yeah, they get a lot of production.
Maybe their best striker. But the thing is, there's not a lot of scenarios where Sheffield United scores 3 goals. So if you're Wolves, you're up 2-0. You take it, you rest some players, and you get back at it.
I think
next
they
week.
won the majority of their matches last season 1-0.
1-0, absolutely.
And that's all they needed. And Baldock was in on half of those. Like their defenders are getting them at least assists here and there.
I mean, they overlap their center backs. They're one of the more interesting teams to watch.
Yeah.
I still think that they stay up, but I think they'll be safely bottom half of the table this year. There's no way they're in the top 10.
Yeah. No, but all kidding aside, I thought Wolves looked. I mean, what are you going to do? You go up 2-0 in 6 minutes. You do slow back and you make sure you don't make any stupid mistakes. The game is yours from there if you don't make any stupid mistakes. And they did that. And there were some attacks here and there. Traore looks fit. That dude could play for the Saints. These Saints, not Southampton. That dude's amazing. Raul looked good. He missed a pretty easy header before that. He made a really good move on a corner, and boom! And his sights were just off where it could have made it 3. But Raul Jimenez is looking good.
He's solid.
I mean, I thought that was a very interesting match week 1 matchup of 2 teams that I feel are very, very similar.
3 in the back.
Yeah, in the table could who knows who's going to be on top of who in the end. But both good sides, I think, both good, solid mid-table sides.
Yeah, I think Sheffield United, I think the Blunts are a little below mid-table.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think they're going to miss Henderson more than they'll imagine.
I don't rate them very highly, so we'll see.
Yeah, I think they're like a 13 through 15 type finish.
Yeah.
But
I can see that, maybe even lower.
yeah. I mean, what's fun about watching teams like that is it's almost like an Italian game. They both play three in the back. You don't see that in the Premier League a whole lot. Maybe it's a little more common, but like Nuno, Wilder, both different, different
Yes.
to the rest of the coaches, I think, in the Premier League. But Wolves look good, and I said they're my surprise team. They're not in Europe this year. They're the team that I think could crack the top four if other teams are staying in the Cup, staying in Europe, staying in the Champions League. They have to play 38 games. That's it.
Yeah. Question: how many Portuguese players are you allowed to have on a team?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them. The Wolves are the farm team for the Portuguese national team.
Yeah. Are you guys
That's
going to get
what it is.
Ronaldo?
They're the triple A.
Ronaldo's going to retire.
Of the Portuguese national team.
Yeah.
Let them all play together for 3 years, then they'll hit the World Cup and they'll crush it.
Okay, next week, who you got?
City, the Citizens, Man City.
For their first match.
Yes. Now, we had their number last season.
You did.
We
You beat
swept
them twice.
We beat them twice. I don't see us beating them twice this time. If home pitch really plays into it, I guess the Wolves win. I don't know. We did play really well yesterday. I don't necessarily think we're gonna. I don't know. I don't see a clean sheet.
I don't see Pep losing their opening game,
Yeah.
especially because they do have a little more rest. Like, I think 3-1 City.
Yeah.
I'm
I
going
think
with the draw. I'm going 2-2.
2-2 draw. There you go.
Yeah.
I like it, but I think it's gonna be 2-1.
I think Pep's going to try to recruit Traore at the beginning of the game. And
Definitely.
He's not going
Watch
to.
your
He's not
dirty
going
mouth.
to. He's not going to do as well as he did in those
Definitely.
last two games.
Because he gave him fits last time. Which keeps players like Phil Foden and Laporte having to stay back and deal with him, and they can't go up and score random goals like they like to. But I don't know. I think I'm going to go 3-2 City. I think Aguero De Bruyne gets a goal, and Aguero comes in at like the 70th minute and scores right away.
Isn't he hurt?
Doesn't matter if
Is he
he's
still
hurt.
out?
I don't know. I don't follow City.
I don't think Aguero plays.
Aguero comes in with crutches and scores against you guys.
Please.
It's all right.
That's
Get
insulting.
out of here. That's
insulting.
You should be
I think that
insulted.
Sterling will miss 2, maybe 3 sitters during the course of the match.
So he'll still have 2, but he should have had 5.
And then
He'll miss a couple. He'll miss a couple here and there.
he'll miss 2 sitters and make a random crazy goal out of nowhere. Yeah. Okay, good. And then Sheffield, I don't know who Sheffield have. United.
Sheffield plays.
This is where we check our phone
Doesn't
in the
matter.
middle.
Sheffield is going to draw 1-1 against anybody. Moving on. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed our picks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, James. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Chris. See you next week.